started off a little while ago, didn't we? It was about 8 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, because we
yeah, and then there was a bit of illness. He got ill, didn't he, for a few weeks, and that was going round. It was going right quite bad because I know everyone was getting it.
Yeah, my mum's had it. John's
I swerved it. I swerved it. I was
too.
all right, but yeah, when my boy had it for a couple of weeks, I was getting right worried about it.
It go, would it?
No.
I had it for nearly a month.
Whenever I get sick, I just do cold water and it helps.
Yeah.
I'm just in there. Me and him are in the lake every Sunday in Poland.
Beautiful.
Constant cold lake water stuff to build
I
immune
did start
system.
doing it. I bought one of them, you know, you get the cold plunge pool, I got one indoors and that. I did go in the sea.
I was having a cold shower. I was having a cold shower.
Yeah.
I started it because my shower, the hot water broke. And I was like, oh. I started off having a strip wash in the sink and I was like, no, just get in there.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it's lovely. Especially in the morning. It wakes you up and you feel good going. That's it, good. If you sit on that, go through, yeah? Nice. And again.
Yes.
Nice, good. And again. Good.
Aaron, how long have you been in boxing for now?
Since I bought from my mother, really.
Yeah?
It was my great-granddad boxed, my granddad and then my dad. And then me, and then my boys have done it, both my boys have done it. My youngest one hasn't, and my nephews have boxed, and two of my nephews have boxed.
So from the age of how long have you been boxing?
I boxed from 11, because that's the earliest you can box.
Yeah.
But I'd done judo for a couple of years before that, and then done kickboxing for a couple of years after that. My dad was priming me.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was priming me for...
So in the amateur years, how many fights?
Amateurs, I had close to 60, I think. Close to 60 in the amateurs. Boxing all the national championships. England a couple of times, boxed for London, Middlesex, so all the way through. Double. So with these, what we try and do is try and work on reflexes.
Okay.
So it'd be one, so it'd be a jab, lean back, then it'd be a 1-2, and then the third one I come back with a right hand 3. Good. That's it. Right. So when you hit the hook, when you're there, uncoil yourself, yeah? Just don't pull back and roll it through, drop that knee there. So slowly, drop, there you go. Yeah, roll yourself through, flow through. Twist and roll, there we go. And again. Good. And again. I boxed through the Middlesex because I boxed for Dale U. Out of Middlesex, so I'd always have to box predominantly twice in the first round. I'd twice on one night. In the championships now, you could box a couple of times to win national championship.
Yeah.
Now, depending on weight categories and things like that. But it's a lot. There's a lot less boys starting to pick up a little bit more now. But child for child in weight and ages, it's not like it used to be.
So how many fights could you have in a year as an amateur?
It depends how active you wanted to be as a coach, how you wanted to get them out.
Yeah.
But at championships alone, I could fight 6 times. You know, because you have your Middlesex, then you'll go through, you box against home counties, then your Midlands, North, and if you're boxing twice in the first round, you know, you've got to go. Sometimes you have to box 3 times, depending. But I only ever boxed twice.
Okay.
Step in on all 3 of them, yeah? Start there. Boom, 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 yeah? On the toes. That's it. Make it a quick back, bang, bang, yeah? Nice, good. And the last one, a right stab, yeah? That's it, good. Boom, double. Nice. 2, double.
It's only an hour.
Yeah, but it's a different world. That's
1, 2, hook, swivel, swivel, swivel. Good. Good. So we're going to put me a little bit more, yeah?
I think the best way to learn.
Nice, lovely.
Yeah, you know, you've got
That's a different generation. That's a smarter generation. Yeah, smarter generation.
Push, yeah? Push. Good. And again. And again. One more time. Good. Now going back, touch, touch, touch. Squat. Hit the free. Right hook, right. Free. This is a perfect little setup for us. So I like it. Nice little group. Nothing too. I don't like. I've had numbers. And it just, I don't like it. I prefer dedicated small numbers.
It's like a classroom, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got naughty kids and good kids, you can't teach them all at the same time.
Exactly.
One-on-one is different.
And then you start getting lots of people that need more coaches, then you've got to rely on that being a good coach, like it just becomes in there.
And then the ones you are giving all the time to, lose that time. You know, I prefer to keep it a small, nice handful, no more really. 6 maximum to like, I don't mind even or odd numbers.
Yeah.
If it's, I used to be obsessed with even numbers. I don't know why, but
Starring.
no, yeah, but pairing up, because I pair them up a lot, going through moves all the time. But what I do now is I don't mind it being odd, because then I just jump in there, and I just jump in a lot more, so that's cool. Like.
That's what I say to him, like, just have to do his options.
Never helped me.
And I said, go back to GCSEs, mate. Just keep happy.
Triple. 2-step right.
Our whole family always with their hand.
Yeah, that's They've got no models. But whereas I think a lot of foreigners don't. They're still family orientated. Yeah.
More.
I like the old Spanish.
Make the angle on me, one more time. Nice.
Yeah.
Can you just stand there a second? The most important thing for me is to get in touch with the people that are doing stuff.
Yes.
And the background they come from.
Yeah.
Because a person like yourself, Aaron, you've been in boxing all your life and it's kept you in dark times a bit more on a straight and narrow. You've always been able to bounce back to it. Even if you've had your dark times or you've had your problems, you've always been able to go back to boxing.
Yes.
It's like it's a big community thing.
Yeah, and it's that outlet for you, it's that safe space.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, everyone has a dark place at times in their life, and you need to claw your way out, if you like, and find your way out. And a gym, a boxing gym, just the workout itself.
Yeah.
You know, as well as the community. It helps you.
So for youngsters, it gives them a sense of regimented routine.
Yeah.
Not to let you down. You know, if they're not going to turn up to training, you're not going to train them anymore.
No, of course.
So you'll
but
be
it's the same as a coach, though. You know, from my point of view. You know, you go to a gym and there's, you know, it's hard to find a spot sometimes. But when you do find a spot, that picks you up. So when you know, from my perspective, if I'm a little bit low and I go to the gym, sometimes, you know, even as a real gym, it's like I don't have to bother tonight, but you go. The same's going to work. I don't have to bother today, but you're going to go. Everyone has it. But when you go in there and you get on the pads with a young man like that, there's nothing better. Yeah. You walk out with that massive smile and it's always worth it. Yeah. There's a gentleman that I've been working with from school boxing, so keep going into schools. Trying to make that work's a little bit difficult because not every school's on board. So we've tried to present it regarding with the boxing side of things. We talk about it as in the defensive side. So where I teach it, we will, if we're doing a show and tell, I will talk about the defensive side. So you're for a combination. We won't talk about the combination of attack, we'll talk about the combination of defence. And I'll give 3-4 different ways of getting out of it, such as hand defence, head movement, foot movement, you know, using your own body in certain manners. And that's the best way we've tried to present it and make it work. So it's not boxing as such, you know, because a lot of parents hear that and they're like, oh, it's violence. Yeah. So we try and present it on the defensive side of it, just like karate and things like that, you know. See that? That against the southpaw. Yeah, so on southpaw, you get that down, come round, that's where the backhand comes in. Wah. Yeah? Alright, so do that, yeah.
There's like bird watching in there.
Telescopic. Long hook. So, yeah, just look, so the hook could be wherever you want it from the elbow. Twist, twist. Alright, like I said, as long as it's connection, it's a point. Drop. There you go. Wiggle, wiggle. Twist, twist. Turn them knees over. Nice, good. And again. So I'm training a young lad at school at the minute. He's quite a big lad. He's got autism, and he's been to a lot of clubs, a lot of different kind of clubs, a lot of different kind of football, boxing, and he couldn't fit in anyway. He couldn't fit in. Yeah. You know, they wouldn't take to him, and I knew his old man. We had a chat. Yeah. And joining my club, he's just fitted in brilliant, and he's such a great kid, and you see him blossom. Yeah. His attitude, his sort of confidence mainly. You know, he doesn't get bullied anymore. It doesn't mean that he sticks it back on him, just because of his aura. Yeah. He's confident in himself. He's not walking around with his head down. He's walking around as we all should. Confident in ourselves, you know. And yeah, what a great kid. You know, and it's great. You know, it's great giving back to people like that. Where you might not ever box, you know, to a level of where, you know, we're all going to go somewhere. Where we all got the potential, but just that there is sometimes more rewarding.
Good. Nice, we'll get that cartridge back now.
That means to be out in the 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, he says next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
A little stretch down here. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Start with the neck, shoulders. Good boy.
So at your age now, what do you think boxing's doing for you?
Just keeping off the streets.
Keeping you off the streets?
Yeah.
So the kids your age right now in this area, what is there for you to do?
Not a lot, to be fair.
Not a lot?
Just like youth clubs and that,
Youth
which
clubs?
I don't really enjoy doing. I'd rather come here and do some exercise.
Yeah. Lovely. So it's working then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely working. He's got a great heart. He's got a great attitude for it.
At your age, I was doing the same thing when I came. I moved from London, and people like Aaron and that, we was at Eddie's gym. And you know, Aaron's generation kept me on the straight and narrow, and that's how it passed down. You know, people like Aaron in the community, he's done a lot for the community. It's good to see that he's still going.
It's going to be a new next champ.
Keep it going, eh?
Right, should we jump back in?
Morning. Yeah, they have yoga classes and stuff there as well.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Indian lady takes it. Actually, we could probably have a look in here. Have a quick look. It's a very nice old church. No, it's locked. I know the girl that owns that. She's probably living there, yeah. So when I was about, I think 19, I started this business, or 20. Yep. This is what I started many moons ago. Hello, mate.
You alright?
Yeah, good.
How are you?
Looking well.
Looking fresh.
Face is looking well.
Come in.
Thank you, mate. It's my friend Adam from Poland.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Hi, Adam.
Nice to see
A
you.
little bit of a... We travel a lot, but we're doing something on Clacton.
Yeah?
So I wanted to show all the little businesses.
Where you started as well?
Yeah, where I started.
Yeah. You think 2009 you're on, right?
2009, yeah.
Some of the machines are still in there, I reckon. I think they are.
Yeah, but it's changed in a good way.
Yeah.
I saw you guys did this, it looks brilliant.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Yeah, it looks really good. And how's business? Yeah?
Yeah, it's not bad, I can't complain.
Yeah.
We've got a nice group. I think for me it was more important was having a nice group of
You've got a
people
lot
here.
more women here now
Yeah.
too, which is a nice balance, right?
Yeah.
I think...
Strange, we had a staff meeting yesterday where I said, you know, really for me it was about making anyone that walks through here feel welcome.
Yeah.
Because I think before I bought it, it had this very much like bodybuildery, no girls allowed, very testosterone-y.
Yeah.
And I was hoping that just me being here, a softer face, was all they have to do is get through the door. Once they're through the door,
that's it.
we've got them.
Yeah.
We get them. But it's getting them through the door.
Yeah. Gyms are like a family. Like I remember when the first couple of years I had here, I had barbecues at the back. We had parties inside. It was crazy. I remember starting this gym and I had about 5 girlfriends and I paid everyone in beer, and we just painted the whole place.
Yeah.
You know, it took us about 3 days to paint it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And before that, this was an auction house.
Yeah.
I used to come with my uncle to buy furniture because he had a furniture business. So yeah, that's the thing. Pubs are closing, and gyms are kind of like a healthier version of a pub, right? You have your community.
You see your friends, you talk shit.
Yeah. And it's always been a place. You've always had professional bodybuilders, boxers, powerlifters here. It's always had a community of different people, even fitness people.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we have a walk around? Film some stuff, yeah?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Sorry, I should have you.
Yeah, so some of this equipment I put in here a long time ago. Speakers have changed. That's the first piece of equipment I bought. One of the biggest pieces of equipment. And what it was, I was buying a lot of equipment second hand and putting everything in it. So at the back as well, they added this. I didn't have this before. They do personal training in here as well, which is fantastic, really. You think, you know, this is easy to put together, but they added all this at a later date. So yeah, I think in the summer you can take this off. You can open the sides up and that.
Because, but if there is no minus here, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's £40 per month. So you know, I'm always surprised how much costs in Tanzania. You know, we're paying £110 per month in Tanzania, which is, you know, like weird money. But you know how much guy pay for this gym in Tanzania? You never been there, yeah?
Yeah.
But you saw, I sent you some pictures. This boxing ring, it was $2.5 million. You know, and I was counting it like when he will receive it back. You know, you have 50 customers, so you have around $5,000 per month.
Yeah.
So you know, I don't know who to do the maths, but he did it wrong.
My friend Kieran made this. He made this when I first opened for me.
Welded it
by hand, welded it by hand. This is some of the first rubber matting that I had. Yeah, they got some powerlifting stuff over the back. Yeah, brilliant. Hello, mate. Good, thank you. Yes. You know, evenings it gets really busy in here.
Yeah. Can you imagine, no? If there's just only one gym here?
No, there's lots of gyms here.
Okay, look.
Yeah, I was about the 4th gym when I opened.
Okay.
But some gyms closed. Some gyms closed this time.
But the rest is just like big companies, yeah? Who
Big
open, like,
companies,
a lot of,
like you have like 24-hour fitness gyms and stuff like that. In the community at the time, you had the studio that was almost closing down. You had the gallery, you had the leisure centre, and then there was us that we opened up. We were the 4th gym that opened up. And a lot of people, when I opened up, I remember they said it's not going to work. There's too many gyms already. But I knew studio was going to go.
Yeah. So we got hit horribly. So any time I opened up around the corner during Lewis's, and that was like we was terrified for a little while.
Yeah.
But people who come here aren't the type of people, typically anyway, who would go to a leisure centre / any time.
Yeah.
So it didn't affect us that much. We might have lost, 12, 15 people. But
I think at the end of the day, it's like anything, right? You have a bar that you like going to. You're going to go there because that's your crowd.
Yeah.
You know, you like the place. I know there's many. I think Jamie Ward's coming back here every now and then.
yeah, of course he does with his kids. His kids train. Yeah. And Darren. Oh shit, that's our Dave. Yeah, Dave, Jamie and Darren trained, and they was looked up to them as well back then as well. They were older, I suppose. It's a full circle moment, especially when I see them two now.
Yeah, things have changed a lot, you know.
What's Bengal? Is it the except of the tiger?
Bengal is a
Part of India?
part of India, yeah. I had that bike when I was a kid. And this is what my dad had. This is a chopper. This was kid for when you was a kid. You had the gears in the middle, yeah. And I like the seat, you know. You could carry one of your mates on the back.
If they are up to 60 kilos, they are more, I will not really try.
Streaming last year. Super.
That old chair's the original chair. I sat in that chair a few times. How long have you been coming here for, mate?
Just for about a year now. I
Just
work over the road, so
Oh, okay.
I pop over, support my old fella.
Jim's been part of the community for a long time. Very long time.
I hear when we talk a bit and he's here. He's been here longer than God.
Yeah.
I'll just leave some of the fluff for you. Yeah.
And you say you're working in the depot?
Yeah, I'm on the trains here.
Oh, on the trains.
Yeah.
Is the railway club still there?
There's one in the corner here.
Still there, still running.
Well, I think there's people going in and out.
Yeah.
Some of them are probably maybe your age, Jim.
Oh, right, you're fully paid up now.
See you later.
See you later, mate. All the best.
51 years.
51 years. And was you in the service before, barbering?
Yes, before that I worked for a boss in the old road for 14 years.
14 years.
So that takes us right back to about 1957, something
wow.
like that.
And he was the one that taught you how to barber?
Yeah, in the old days it was an apprenticeship.
Yeah. And I suppose haircuts were different then, right?
Yeah, it goes around in circles, doesn't
Because
it?
it does, it comes back, things come back, right? I've been barbering now for about 12 years.
Okay.
I lived in Canada for a while. I worked out there barbering, and now I'm in Poland as well.
Okay.
But I wanted to come back to the community and see what's going on, see what's changed and what hasn't. And it's good to see you're still in business.
Yeah.
And you're originally from Clacton?
Now I moved to Clacton with my mum and my dad when I was 14.
Same with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved from East London at the time.
Yeah, I was Enfield.
Enfield, so I was Walthamstow.
Yes.
Yeah, I just went back with my dad over the weekend just to meet some old friends. We was doing the same there, see what's changed in Walthamstow and which old faces are around. It's good to see people still going.
Yeah.
And this shop, how long has this shop been here for now?
Well, it was going when I come 51 years ago.
And you was working with someone else?
Yeah, no, the barber shop was in the back there, which is now the toilet.
Okay.
And this used to be tobacconist and confectionery.
Okay.
It's about over the years it's changed.
Yeah, yeah. Brilliant. And back then, what was most of your custom? People it was always walk-ins, people always waited? Yeah, because in the industry now, it's dying, it's more people booking online, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know...
I'm too old-fashioned for that.
Yeah, exactly.
You come in and take your chances.
Yeah, that's it, that's it. And now, averagely, how long does a haircut take you?
I don't count, but probably a quarter of an hour or so.
That's not bad, is it?
I don't rush, I'm too old to rush.
Yeah, that's it. And I suppose for you, with barbering, it's quite a sociable job, right?
Oh, it's the nicest thing. All day long, everyone's got a little tale to tell me about something.
That's it. And you can. I think that's why barbers can go on for so long, because it keeps us active. It keeps us active.
Yes, sure, for sure. It's a reason to get out of bed in the morning.
Of course it is.
And it's not manual, is it?
Yeah. And how old are you, Jim? If you don't mind me asking now.
81.
81 years of age. You're definitely the oldest barber in Clacton for sure.
That's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, most experienced. And what about shaving? You still do fresh shaves as well?
No, never did do.
Never do shaves, yeah?
No.
They're a difficult one, they are. I studied in, I went to Hoxton, there was college there. I joined there and they taught me shaving there. But with shaving, you've always got to be doing it. You know?
Well, back in the day, my boss said that really to do a shave, you've got to charge as much as for a shave as for a haircut.
That's true.
Back in the day, people didn't have that sort of money anyway.
Yeah.
So he never bothered to show me, so I never wanted to learn, but I don't really miss it, you know.
No, it's one of them things. I don't get many shaves in now because, you know, Gillette razors are good. And before, people couldn't afford a good, expensive razor. So, and you've got to have a hot towel machine, you've got to have everything sanitised. That's what you've got to charge for, ain't you? You've got to charge for that. I'll knock that off. If I can just take a couple of pictures of you, Jim, and we'll add all that together.
Really? She went to this place.
Yeah.
Because she can take 40,000 zloty.
Yeah.
from the government.
40,000. Yeah, that's
14.
what. 14.
Just, but this is not for company. This is only for. This is only because she put that. She will put that. I'm moving from Russia's official.
Yeah. Actually, what am I fucking waiting for? Come on. I'm waiting for this shit, and I can cross the road whenever I want.
I mixed here the sides of the road.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the opposite one.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a lighter. So over there.
And this that steak
Steak bake?
steak bake.
I was telling Adam about Butlins.
Yeah, been there in the winter time.
But, you know, if you could describe Butlins at the time, it was one of the first, right, in Clacton?
Oh, it's lovely. When in the winter time, when the holidaymakers used to go, we were allowed to use it. I had a swimming pool, a dance hall, and everybody used to go up there, you know. And it kept us youngsters happy.
Yeah, out of trouble.
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't get in trouble, but
Now there's
horse ride and I did all that.
yeah. Now there's not a lot here for the youth, is there really? No community stuff to do. I'm surprised. Like I grew up here, so being away for a decade and coming back, you see slowly and slowly that the seaside towns have less and less money.
Yeah.
You know, they become more deprived, and the government doesn't put any money back in the places, which is a shame.
Guess what I'm going to be? 75.
75, she looks good for 75.
Yeah, I'm still dancing.
That's good. Keeps you young, yeah?
Oh, God, yeah. I was on dancing yesterday. I'm getting ready for my show tomorrow night. We practice it. I've got a little dance group in Walton where we do a bit of belly dance. Well, I've been doing that for 20 years. Dancing, but we have a mixture now. We do salsa in and a bit of line dance. There's only 5 of us, but we keep us going and kind of go around the old people's home.
Back in the day when you was a rocker, any of your boyfriends had a bike?
Oh,
Yeah?
today, yeah.
Yeah.
I had, yeah. The old scooter. I had one with my scooter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, Rocky,
Yeah.
I love the bar. I had all the denim gear,
Yeah.
the old long hair right down here, the old scarf around your neck, and all the studs, what you got,
Yeah.
and your jeans. But the thing is, in those days, when I used to ride a bike and Hillinger on the back, and used to go on, we had no crash helmets.
No, that was it. They weren't legal, were they? You didn't need it.
No.
Cars didn't have seat belts.
No,
I think that was pre-70s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
67, I think they came in or something like that.
Yeah. Been around there.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice. I suppose I better get going.
No problem. Lovely talking to you.
Yeah, lovely talking to you as well.
And happy birthday.
Thank you.
Early one for you.
I'll have a few months of...
So that's what you're saying. They spent £1 million on this fountain and it hasn't worked for a very long time. We'll walk around in a second. We'll go see my friend quickly and we'll see if we can film in his place. So yeah, when I was a kid, this used to go all the way back. Now this is over 18s, but when I was a kid, it was much bigger in here. Okay. Like you could go throughout, but now this is only for big money gambling. Please? No, mate, we're gonna walk around. Thanks a lot, mate. See you soon, yeah?
This is what I don't think more dangerous. You never know what they will do.
All of these guys, I know them from back in the day. I don't remember any of their names. So we'll go through here. So this is one of the old bars. You had a nightclub above it, and then this would be, if you ever got kicked out at night, that would be the exit you were coming from. So yeah, if you got drunk and got kicked, yeah, they'll kick you out of there. Or if you was in the nightclub, you'd come all the way down the top of the stairs. Yeah. Moon and Starfish is where the Spoons is like the cheapest place you can get beer.
Okay.
It's very, very cheap. We have a nightclub here called Oscars. And this is where the Prodigy would have played their first concert. I think Blur played here, the band Blur as well.
I know.
And also Cole Cox, DJ would have played here. Yeah, it's a very, very famous place back in the day.
tattoo. There's a tattoo studio there. Or is a henna one? There's a tattoo there. Or is a henna one? You know the.
No, real tattoos.
Yeah.
This is real tattoos.
Real?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fun. This is old school. That's been there since like the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of wind farm there.
Yeah. Yeah, never used to be. It's been there for like last. Like you can catch cod here. Used to be. The seas are empty here now. There's not many fish here.
You know why? Because there's a big company, big ships coming there, and
Yeah, the RNLR, I think they called. Now I think they changed it to the other side. They have a newer one. Look at all these trucks, man.
a lot of them. So it's a lot of work, but
My friend caught a lobster here once.
hmm.
I can't remember what happened. He sold it. One of the restaurants.
Quick.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I can see if we can. Let's go take a look.
We've got him here. We're waiting for him, old Shammer. What was this shop before, Sham?
I don't know.
So this is all the clothing for the whole community that can't clothe themselves.
Someone at a charity shop.
That's it.
Right, Jake, there's a kitchen down the end there.
The government doesn't want to spend money, do they? On the
They're spending money now. Have you seen what they're spending it on?
What they spend it on now?
Some art gallery or something.
Really?
Oh, building fucking donkeys or something
Yeah,
like that. Or...
it's stupid. They've got like £60 million. It's like, well, how is that going to cost £60 million?
Scamming us.
For bird trees and all that, like they're spending stupid amounts of money on like putting bird things up and all that. But
And covering the shops that are shut because they can't afford the rent.
Yeah.
Well, yes, James. What do you think of the hub, James? You like it?
Yeah, it's sick.
All for free.
So you can sit here.
We don't sell nothing.
I'll sit here. You'll set camera up here.
Fresh pair of
You'll
trainers.
sit there.
Yeah. Clothes, jackets, everything for the community. And we don't sell it. That's what's good.
you just stay there and shut
We
up.
can sit on that on that place.
Okay, lovely. Sit on another cushion so it makes you look a bit taller.
Yeah. No, you look. We can see from here. You look good, mate.
It'll make me laugh, Ben.
We're living in a land of freedom, but it's prison they keep. It's bad. That tune is my favourite.
Hello, what are you looking at? My name's Danny Sloggett and I've got something to tell you. Shine on.
Done 11 minutes.
Me, Dad and Joe's on it. We took a lot of his part. Have you seen the part?
Yeah, brilliant.
But you'll be Jake and Adam for the rest of my life.
I can stand on the balcony and you.
You don't need eyes to see, you need Danny Sloggett vision. Shine on.